Welcome in. This reading is about releasing the pain and embracing self-compassion. What does that even look like? The first thing I want to know is, who am I talking to? Who are you today in this moment? The Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in these changing times. The only way that we release pain is by confronting it and allowing it to manifest. When I feel pain, when I feel grief, when I feel sadness, when I feel disconnected, when I feel lost, when I feel the chaos within, when I find myself in a fetal position because I don't know how to get out, I remember that I am the only one that will love myself better than anybody else. I'm the only one that can radically change my own life. And I'm the only one. Even if somebody else believes in me, even if somebody else witnesses me, it doesn't mean anything until I myself see it. Your higher self is here to guide you and support you and lead you. And maybe even has physically manifested in your life. But are you seeing that manifestation? Pain can cause us to self-sabotage. It can cause us to be blind to the revelation. We can be deaf to the message, to the deliverance. How many of these messages have you come to confirm that you are in pain when you already know how much pain you're in? You already know. You already know the fires that you've walked and the sacrifices that you've made. Your life experience cannot be defined by what somebody thinks or what another witnesses. The witnesses arrive when you've transmuted that pain into glory. The witness appears when you become your own witness. The Water Guardian is full of emotion. And the depths of the darkness has walked into the underworld. I remember thinking, we're going to have World War III, and I thought, oh my God, we are actually having World War III. The depth of emotion that I felt and the death that I begged for is where I wanted to be. And I knew that I was at war with myself. I was at war with who I was. I was at war with the fear within. And every experience, person, place, thing outside of that experience was mirroring and reflecting me perfectly. And you know what I love the most is when at that very moment that I embraced that emotion and that I allowed myself to be in that fetal position and to cry my heart out, a bird would land on my window, a butterfly would show up, a friend would reach out and send me a beautiful message of glory. It's because I'd released something. I released pain and opened my receptive mode and decided it was okay for me to have the same support that I gave everybody else. I remember thinking, I'm the one that will always take the call. I'm the one that will always show up. I am the one that will always follow through. There will never be a glitch in that matrix, and I will always stay consistent in that value. And I know my boundaries now. I didn't know my boundaries then. So I had to take accountability. You have to take accountability for what you've given in survival. Accountability for where you sacrificed when you weren't asked to. You weren't being asked to do it, but you did it anyway. That relationship that you were in where they just kept hitting you over the head with a bat and you just kept showing up. What an achievement. What an absolute achievement. To show up no matter what. Even when it hurt, even when it felt wrong, even when you questioned it, even when you wanted to fight back, you showed up. But remember, you did it because you did it. Not because you were asked to do it, not because you had to do it, not because it was your responsibility. That's the beast you have to confront. And when you confront the beast, you have to forgive the beast for wanting to be wanted, for wanting to be loved, for wanting to be noticed, for wanting to be witnessed. The value of all the things that you have delivered have been undervalued because you didn't value them. The harsh reality is you want to call your power back, and if you blame and project and continue to grasp, the artist within can never be revealed. The artist within will never be seen the way they will be seen within the devotion of their own heart. Just these messages. I'm going to deliver this message. And you're going to do with this message what you want to do with this message. And you're going to receive what you're ready to receive from this message. And you may find yourself unlayering yourself in every single message moving forward. I must have listened to thousands of readings. Thousands and thousands of readings. But it wasn't until I realized that the universe was perfectly delivering the message. The manifestation, the physical manifestation was already right in front of me. There was no glitch in the matrix. Every single word that I impressed upon, everything that triggered me, whether it triggered me for negative or triggered me for positive, was for me. Every vision I had about somebody else was me, not them. It may have been them. May have been them. And that's okay. It wasn't any of my business. It wasn't my business delivering a message to them. Unless they happened to ask. Unless we happened to come together. Unless we happened to cross each other's paths. You know, I just recently had an illness, and I was like, this is so interesting. Every illness that I've ever had has been an alchemization of transmutation, coming out the other side full of glory. And it wasn't until I noticed that the entire planet was experiencing this same sort of illness that I was able to confirm and embrace and validate and all the things. So yes, it is neat to come into alignment and synchronicity with a connection and a partnership. Even if it's just a passing partnership. It's the glory of partnership. It's the glory of connection. It's the glory of the twin flame facilitator, which exists within every single noise, within every single silence, with every single action and inaction. constant. And it was that realization that I came to when I started embracing the multitudes of messengers on this particular platform. I realized that each and every one of us was finally standing at the front lines, working as a team to liberate and free our souls. There is no right or wrong. The Bible is just a book with revelation, with potential, with possibility. There is no religion. There's just your soul's path. Your unique soul's path is going to lead you to the literature. It's going to lead you to the person. It's going to lead you to the experience. It's going to lead you to the threshold. It's going to lead you. There are infinite possibilities, and you only experience 1% of those possibilities in a lifetime. The 1% of information that you are receiving is only 1%, maybe 1%, depending on what part of the cycle you've decided to let go of. Stop blaming your past lives. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your mom and dad and your sister and your brother and your partnerships. They were all you. Profoundly divine you. That perspective will set you free. The Know Thyself journey is a profound, glorious journey that frees your soul, unentangles you. It's like, imagine standing at heaven's door. You're standing at heaven's door, and heaven is like, listen, whatever's packed in your bag, you are taking with you in the next lifetime. So you might want to recheck that bag. You might want to clear it out, siphon it out. Just take exactly what you think you're going to need. And even then, filter that out. Less is always more. I just started a food lifestyle. And so I'm limited in the amount of items that I can put on my menu. And my body is now regularly digesting, regularly mastering the menu that I have decided to cultivate within my lifestyle. It's no longer overwhelmed by the multitasking and the multitude of different menu items I was putting into my body. It was confused on the processing, the mood swings of the menu. But now I've created a solid menu, and my body is like, I can handle this. This is targeted energy. This is direct. Less is always more. I pulled the 10th house. We're going to go ahead and look and see what that looks like. Capricorn. Saturn. As one of the work houses, the 10th house represents our career and our social status. It plays a big part in our reputation and how we behave in the limelight. 10th house interactions can be seen between children on the playground as much as they can around the water cooler. Your dream job, your ability to complete large goals, and your unique qualities that advance your career belong to this house. Having an empty 10th house doesn't mean you won't ever have a career. Just as having a full 10th house doesn't ensure you will have the best one. The sign on the cusp of your 10th house is called the midhaven, and it determines where you shine and the types of careers that attract you. The midhaven takes time to develop. Very rarely do you enter your profession without gathering life skills. You are about to come into the spotlight at work. If you've been behind the scenes on a big project, you will get the recognition that you deserve. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and the contributions you've made. The 10th house in a reading can point to a career change. If you are thinking of leaving your current job, make a list of qualities you want your new job to have. What roles do you feel best suited for? Are you an entrepreneur type, or do you feel more comfortable on a team? Obviously, not everyone can afford or wants to leave their job. So use that list to figure out ways you can improve your current situation. If you feel like you need more responsibility, ask for it. Career, status, destiny, promotion, and social roles. The realm of status. So it looks like you are releasing this lower frequency because you're getting ready to step into the limelight. You're getting ready to step free of the lower frequencies. Cry, scream, practice your voice, surrender to your passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. You are working with boundless love at this moment. You're stepping out of survival. You're surrendering to what is right in front of you. Work with what you have. Surrender to effortlessness. Effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Let's take a look here. That just popped out. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Remember, your life is sacred. Every single moment of your life is sacred. Every pain, every grief, every wound, every individual that you have encountered is a diamond. Negative or positive. I don't just take accountability for the negative. I take accountability for the positive. The achievements. I notice my talent. I want to know what I'm good at. I want to know where my purpose serves the highest version of me. Harmony. It's important for you to have a quiet, peaceful work atmosphere in order for you to thrive. Working at home for yourself is best. Have you had a dream? Have you had an idea? As you clear out this lower frequency, trust your talents in the changing times. Leadership requires you to guide yourself first. I cannot guide another individual until I can follow my own guidance, until I can trust my own decisions. You do have options. Look for a job or look for the option. It isn't easily seen. So it's the reason why things aren't easily seen is because we keep looking for the same thing over and over. So you're being asked to look in a different place. Look in a different direction. Open a new book. Talk to a different person. But you're being asked to see things differently. The universe is taking you on an exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. you will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. It's like you're on the mountain and you're almost at the top. You're almost there. You just have a little bit more to go. Aletheia, truth. Remember, the truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. This one is a message from your higher self. Just take a deep breath. If you're in a safe place, I encourage you to close your eyes as I deliver this message. Sit with it. This is your higher self speaking. There's no glitch in the matrix. Feminine twin, activating the higher self. Your twin flame ascension quest is directing you inward to heal your inner feminine energy so that you can come into harmonic balance with your inner masculine energy. Genuinely, if you are the feminine twin flame, this means that you need to let go of control and stop being the fixer of everyone and everything. This energy creates resentment, causes you to build walls of protection, and produces feelings of being taken advantage of. Focus on healing your feminine side in order to activate your higher self. Let go of conditions and learn to love without expectations. Have more respect for your feelings and set loving boundaries versus brick walls. Letting go of the need for protection will open your heart to receive and allow abundance into your life. This card suggests that you express yourself without fear and what others think. Focus on communication skills and start speaking from your heart. Ask for assistance when needed and allow others to support you. Keep an open heart and embody your higher self-wisdom so that you can not only love, but also allow yourself to be loved. P.S. Your higher self. You're surrendering to your full power, connecting to your emotions. Your boundaries are to stay in your lane. Nothing anybody else is doing is none of your business, and nothing anybody thinks is any of your business. It doesn't matter what they think. This is your life. This is your life, and you are radically pulling your power back, stepping into your feminine energy, which requires passion, and that's it. The feminine is effortless. The feminine carries truth. And to redefine what the feminine and masculine is they do not have a definition. Feminine is energy. Masculine is energy. It isn't anything you can define. And it expresses itself uniquely through each and every individual in the way that it expresses itself. Without the brain trying to orchestrate a definition. You are being illuminated. A door is opening. The unseen is being seen. The truth is being revealed. You are being asked to step into your full power. You're being asked to step into the limelight. This is Capricorn energy. Whether you are a Capricorn or not, Capricorn is here to guide you. Again, Capricorn is an energy. Remember, everything is energy. It's not, there's no translation or definition. It's just energy. Let that energy express itself through your emotions. How is it making you feel? How is it making you feel? Are you feeling fear? Because fear is the catalyst for rebirth, for change. If you're scared, do it. If you're scared to say it, but know your boundary. Are you saying it because you're advocating for your inner child, for your inner being, for your soul's voice? Or are you saying it because you want to be right? Know the difference. Know where your boundary is. Have the faith, impenetrable faith in yourself. Know that you are leading yourself to where you want to go. Your higher self is sitting right beside you. It's time to take some time for you. It's time to be a little bit selfish. I always say you can't be selfish if you haven't been selfless. You can't be selfless if you haven't been selfish. You are moving into consciousness. That means awareness is coming in. And when it does, it's like a ripping open of the curtain. The brightest light you've ever seen. The power you've never known. The support you've never experienced. The love that fills you with bliss. You're being asked to sit in the devotion of the self, in the prayer of your own life, and the gift that you have been given. Restriction. Just like I was talking about the menu, the lifestyle, the focused tasks, rituals. Those are what create a framework for your expression to feel safe. It's like a little child. They just need a space to be expressive, right? If I just stuck them in the middle of nowhere, they wouldn't know where to go. They would be lost. They'd be grasping at the walls, trying to find a wall, trying to find a center. You have to create a center for yourself. And every day you wake up, you've got to create a center for yourself. That's why we do these readings. That's why we center ourselves within these readings, to understand where we are. You live in a boundless, infinite universe of possibility. And again, your life only racks up to 1% of experience, maybe. Only if you break the old cycle. If you haven't broke the old cycle, you haven't even begun to live. You're still trapped in the past, creating a future based on your past. You have to break that cycle and step free of that cycle, and you have to just take the bull by the horns. And you're allowed to be down, but you have to pull yourself back up. You're allowed to mourn. You're allowed to grieve. You're allowed to scream. You're allowed to dance. You're allowed to get dirty. You're allowed to be imperfect. You're allowed to be imperfectly perfect. But you are on an adventure right now, live and in action. You're being guided out of the current cycle that you have been clinging to. The moon is in each sign of the zodiac for about 2 to 3 days each month. That's good to know. It travels through all of the signs during the course of a month. Your moon sign represents your internal personality in childhood. It shows your emotional response to situations and how you interact intimately with other people. And so there's another sign. And that's what's neat about that is Cancer is the opposite of Capricorn. So you're being asked to get your birth chart. I do birth chart analysis if you'd like to work with me. Or you can research it on your own. Remember, you have full power over everything. You don't need anybody outside of yourself, but I can tell you this. What a freaking gift to finally come into contact with another individual, whether it's here on this platform or in person in the physical realm, that sees you and witnesses your unfolding and empowers you and creates space and a container for you to grow and feel safe. That's a powerful message. A super powerful message. And the last here, I want to make sure that we understand what this restriction means. Restriction is not lack. It is not lack. It is actually one of the most powerful gifts you can have. Take a deep breath. I'm just going to share this with you. Share this with you and open your mind, move into positive polarity, and allow the information to flow without defining it. Restriction. This marker brings notice of restriction in all things. You are in a prison of your own making, or at the mercy of that which is temporarily out of reach. You aren't able to move forward constructively at this time. Be patient. Pay attention to the next right action. The sooner than you know, the prison doors will swing open, and you will yet again proceed to the greater goal. For now, take this opportunity to rest. Take stock of where you are, and from where you've come. Ask, how did I get here? What am I not seeing? What needs repairing? Once answers come, so does relief from the bondage of circumstances and the mind. It is my absolute honor to deliver these messages, and you are releasing pain at this moment. You're in the process of moving into ascension, into the higher frequencies. Embrace that notion, embrace that deliverance, embrace that messenger. My name is Bobby, Twin Flame Facilitator, Psychic Medium, and most of all, Reiki Practitioner, clearing your energetic blocks and activating your higher frequencies. It's my absolute honor to be here. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video.